The United States government didn't stop killing black leaders because it had some moral awakening. It stopped because it didn't need to anymore. Once they wiped out the radicals, Malcolm, Hampton, King, the revolution got cut off at its knees. After that, why waste a bullet when you can kill a movement before it even starts? By the 80s, they swapped black power for black profit, handed out a few golden tickets, made sure just enough black folks were rich and famous to sell the lie that the system works. Instead of liberation, they handed out contracts, endorsements, executive positions. Instead of black power, they sold black excellence. Nobody's saying black folks shouldn't be successful, but success inside the system ain't the same as dismantling it. They let a few through the gates just as long as they played by the rules. And those rules talk about personal success, not collective struggle. Build a brand, not a movement. They don't gotta assassinate anymore. They can just buy you out or turn you into a punchline. Look at Colin Kaepernick. Stood up for something. Got blackballed out of the league. Angela Davis spent decades on FBI watch lists. Fred Hampton taught them their lesson. Don't let them get big enough in the first place to matter. So now they lock people up before they get too loud. Call them terrorists, call them extremists. Then turn them into a headline, a mugshot, or a social media circus. For the rest, they dangle the American dream like a carrot. Work hard, climb the ladder, keep your head down. But whose dream is that? Black median wealth is projected to hit zero by 2053. Redlining never disappeared. They just rebranded it as gentrification. Jim Crow didn't end. It mutated into mass incarceration. More black men are in prison today than there were enslaved in 1860. That is not coincidence. That is design. And this machine doesn't just grind down black communities. Yeah, black folks take the hardest hit, but they're not the only ones trapped inside it. Working class whites, Latinos, immigrants, poor folks, it keeps them at each other's throats while real power stays untouched. They convinced half the country that a CEO with their skin color is their ally, while their neighbor is their enemy. Divide and conquer. Same playbook. So the real question ain't what happened to the movement, it's how to bring it back. If they don't have to kill revolutionaries anymore, that means we already lost once. Winning again won't look comfortable. It won't be polite. The next wave of revolutionaries will seem too much, too radical, too angry, too unwilling to compromise. But that's the only way forward. The civil rights movement was called extreme in its time. The labor movement was called un-American. Every fight for freedom gets smeared before it gets won. History's already told us the truth. Nothing changes until people get real uncomfortable. The system doesn't break itself. We break it.